Yeah. How do you discern between a whispering that's come from the self and one that has come from shaitan? And I found a beautiful explanation given by Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah in his Majmu' al-Fatawa. He says that one of the scholars by the name of Abu Hazim, he said, those whisperings that your inner self hates for itself, they are from shaitan, so seek refuge in Allah from them. And those whisperings that your self loves for itself, then they are from the self, so prohibit the self from acting upon them. Those whisperings, he says, that you hate, you don't like for yourself, that's a sign that usually it is from shaitan. For example, you have a whispering, I've divorced my wife. But you're on good terms with your wife. You love your wife. You hate the idea that you are divorced from your wife. You understand this is from shaitan. So he said, say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from the shaitan. I've just carried out my salah. I think I need to repeat it. I'm sure it was wrong. Or I think it is wrong. This is from shaitan. My wudu is deficient. Most likely it's from shaitan. I had a blasphemous thought about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is from shaitan. Because you don't like these thoughts. However, if you have a thought, a whispering that your soul likes for itself. For example, one of the carnal desires out there, whether it's for women or whether it's for maybe alcohol or whether it's to go clubbing. People have an inclination to these things, but you want to prohibit yourself from doing that. That's a sign that it's from the self. It's from here, right? And there is, of course, interplay between both of them. So shaitan will work on your vulnerabilities. Shaitan will look at the things that you have an inclination towards, say fear or paranoia or catastrophizing something, and he will play on that and he will exacerbate it. So it begins with a whispering, and then eventually it becomes a habituated reaction in the nafs. And this is the secret why sometimes when you say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, you seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, which is supposed to eliminate the thought is not eliminated. Why? Have we been told a lie? No. We've been told that the source of whispering is from two places, not just from one, shaitan. It's either from shaitan externally, if not him, you have something called the nafs that also whispers. And what eventually happens is that shaitan, he whispers a suggestion. And instead of casting it aside, like most of us do, you take that whispering and you act upon it until the nafs has habituated a particular response. So it's no longer shaitan, it's transferred from his whisperings into yourself. It's become part of who you are because you've done it over and over and over and over again. And that's why sometimes you need a long period of therapy. And it's a drawn out process to recover, not simply to say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. That takes care of his external whisperings, but what has become a habituated response in the nafs, that requires a bit more of a therapy process to break out of that habituated status.